Lord have mercy.
Like on the Yeezus album. I can hold my liquor. But these hoes can't handle me.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
Cool. A lot of technical difficulties, but what's up, folk? And welcome to the podcast where I might just fuck around and speak on it. Finally, today, we have a special guest in the house, Prince Hakim, and the newly found Tristan Knight.
Yeah, what up, though?
I wish Nori's people was here so we can clap it up and
make some noise for that.
Well, let's make. I'm personally, I would like to know where that start. Where did Tristan Knight? Where did the switch go from acapella? Like, cause for me, I feel like just outside looking in, it was such a great move. Like I really love.
I remember
Tristan.
You hit me up about that too, bro.
I actually really did like
that. Yeah. Hey, look, this is the crazy thing. Everybody was like, "Yo, I'm glad you changed your name." I was like, "Well, fuck, I'm glad y'all finally said something instead of letting me run." I mean, you know, I had the acapella name for so long. Man.
Right.
I've been rapping since I was 13, bro, and I went through probably like 3 or 4 names before that. Mm-hmm. And then I just stuck with it. And I had friends that tried to tell me, like, yo, bro, maybe you should change your name and shorten it up. And it was just like goofy ass names. Like my one homie was like, man, maybe you should change your name to Pella. And I was just like, nah, bro. Who's gonna be calling me Pella, bro? Like, nah. That's not happening. So I was I think I was talking to my wife and I was talking to one of my best friends, Adam Reverie, and he was like, man, you gonna have to change your name, bro. I don't even know. I can't even remember what the conversation stemmed from, to be honest, bro. Mm-hmm. It was just like, I guess trying to get to that next step musically, and I just wanted to reinvent myself.
Right.
I completely, like, deleted my Instagram, restarted over and everything, and he was like, yeah, bro, you're going to have to, I know you ain't going to want to hear this, but you're going to have to change your name. And I was just like, all right, man, I'm going to stop being so stubborn and actually, like, take heed to it.
Right.
So I went through a bunch of names, man. I even thought about using my son's name because he got a dope name. I've named him that shit on purpose. But I was like, I'm going to just keep my regular name and then add Knight at the end because that's pretty much what my name means. My first name is Celtic. Like it means to be like it's a knight from 16th to 17th century. So I was just like, reading the definition, I was just like, damn, man. Like, you know how you go to people's names and it'd be like, so-and-so means the only one.
Right.
Giver of life. You know what I'm saying? I said they had nothing like that. It was just like a knight from Celtic times, derived from Tristram and Isolde. And I was just like, fuck, that's lame. I was like, why? I was like, I felt like the kid, like, you know, when you go somewhere to an amusement park, and everybody got the little license plates, or you know what I'm saying? Now it's the Coke cans and shit. Yeah. I never had my first name. It was always my middle name, but it'd be my shortened middle name. And I was just like, damn, man, I hate my name. Right. So I was just like, a Knight. I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna just say Tristan Knight. And then I just ran it across a couple people, and they was like, yeah, that shit dope. My wife was like, yeah, that's actually dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
So I was like, okay, I'm running with it, man. So I had to figure out all my social media names to add. And I was just like, I'm Tristan Knight. It makes it easier. It sounds more serious.
I dig it. I dig it. And I fucked with acapella too, man. But like I was telling Cheaty, like the last podcast, I was like, I kind of just couldn't really get over the fact that you still always rapped on beats.
That's
like
I was really trying to say that.
That's really like that's really just like acapella. Like, come on, like because everyone like acapella is just such a heavy music word.
Yeah.
Like so that just automatically makes it live. But like he rapped on beats.
And then another thing, it was so
contradictory. This shit was so funny.
Exactly. Like I would have shows in Detroit, man, and then, you know, you got somebody hosting the show and shit like that, open mic, and it'd just be like, come into the stage. Acapella, like I wonder if this guy's gonna be rapping over beats and shit, and I'd just be like on the side of the stage, like, fuck out of here. I've heard that joke so many times, man. And I just like brushed it, you know what I'm saying, under the rug, like, all right, cool, whatever, man. So, and then the thing that really was like, all right, I gotta change my name. Like trying to search my name on like streaming sites, bro.
Right.
And I had enough stuff that was on the internet, like as far as songs and, you know what I'm saying, maybe interviews or whatever, with my name associated to it. But it's just like, acapella is a common ass, even though I spelled it the wrong way on purpose, it was a common ass word. And every time I would type it in like Tidal or fucking iTunes or something like that, it'd be like all these crazy ass acapella albums, like of real acapella
Right.
vocals, and it wouldn't even be hip hop shit. It'd just be like
Pentatonics or some shit.
man, yeah, like world music or something. It'd be crazy. So I
Right.
was like, we gotta have his name changed. I just turned 30 this year. I was like, it was the perfect thing, man.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. Heck
No
yeah.
doubt.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's
I can
very-
dig it.
It's very grown and mature.
Thank
and I
you,
like
man.
it. And like the aesthetics is like, your social media. And I was like, okay, I said to myself, now that's someone who's listened to 2 Chainz Everyday Struggle episode about gotta rebrand every episode.
You have to rebrand
You
yourself.
really
man.
gotta
Like,
rebrand yourself as you get older in this game. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a good lesson for me. So, I definitely appreciate Tristan Knight, but then I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie when I said like that shit just really dawned on me like way back in the day. I said to myself, this nigga's a walking contradiction. How is this nigga always he rapping on beats?
I mean, people still call me Ock. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Right.
old-ass
My
man.
super close friends still call me Ock, man, at AC. So,
Right.
I mean, I still
Yeah.
respond to it, but to the rest of the world,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
Tristan.
and that's just like some of my homies like will hit me up and be like, Mojo. Because before I was Jack Keynes, I was fucking Mojo. I mean, I feel like every rapper
Yeah,
has
they got
had
that
like a
name that only
handful of
few people
names.
that-
Like I done went through probably like 4 names. Like I can remember it used to be like D Black. I can remember
Yeah.
I was Percy Jones. That was low key like my favorite. R.P. Bernie Mac.
I like that.
R.P. Bernie Mac. And then it was Mojo throughout high school and shit. Like that's like when I first like started rapping.
Right.
Like and like how I'm still doing it now. You know what I'm saying? Just since like 2010 and shit. But then like the same thing, bro. I'd fucking get on like DatPiff or Google and shit, and I'm like, it's too many
So hard to
Mojos.
find it.
It's too many Mojos, bro. Like I can't even fuck with it no more.
And giving out my social media was so tough too. At the end of shows, it'd be like, that's acapella TNFAC ACAPELLA TNFAC, and niggas be sitting there like, yo, bro, can you respell that shit? And I'd just be like, fuck it, man. Give me a phone. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel you, dog. Like you have to rebrand yourself, bro.
That's real. And like, and that kind of goes to like, I think I was watching one of Vince Staples interviews, and they were talking about like Jay-Z and someone else, just talking about like people that's like considered like great and how they have reinvented themselves with the longevity and shit. And he was like, it's crazy, like he was like, it's crazy like niggas just leave Snoop out the conversation as if
Bro,
like
Snoop is like.
as if he ain't one of the coldest rappers. Like he's
Ever.
definitely one of the coldest rappers,
One of the
and this
coldest.
nigga really been around. Though,
Bro,
like
he's the most influential. I was just talking to my wife about this like probably a few days ago, and I was like, man, there's 10 rappers that everybody knows in the world. Everybody knows,
Yeah.
from the 85-year-old grandma to the 5-year-old kid. That's Snoop. That's Jay-Z. Everybody knows Kanye.
yeah,
Everybody knows Ice Cube.
right,
Everybody knows Eminem.
yep,
Everybody knows fuck, damn, I had.
Diddy.
Yeah, everybody knows
everybody
Diddy.
know Diddy.
Diddy.
Um,
Especially because he's the businessman.
yeah, everybody, shit, I forgot these other 4, like, but those
I guess
10.
Drake.
Did I say Drake or not?
No,
Oh yeah, definitely Drake.
then Drake,
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. Oh, Lil
I'd
Wayne
say
too.
so.
Yeah.
Little
Wayne.
Yeah, everybody like
Wayne.
they've reached a demographic to where they're 50 Cent, of
Yeah.
course. Their global presence is
Because they're global brands.
yeah, their
not just
global
rappers
brands is
anymore.
crazy. Like they're not just
entertainers. They're
Yeah.
businessmen,
Right.
entrepreneurs.
they went from their hood to
Yeah.
having such great acclaim to where
Many
Everybody knows him.
Yeah, and many demographics had no choice but to just be noticed, to notice him. And the greatest one of them all is actually Snoop Dogg. And this is
I would say Snoop got a
that-
fucking show with Martha
Martha
Stewart,
Stewart.
bro.
Feeling my nigga.
He
Like,
had
he
the-
he
he had
been
the
been
T-Mobile
smoking chronic.
commercial. He had man, like Snoop
Yeah.
has done everything, bro.
Like
Yeah,
he been
and-
smoking
yeah,
chronic, and he
yeah. I was actually talking about that with someone, and I said to I was talking to someone in the game about that, and then me and him were really talking about it, and it just really dawned on me. I was saying like Snoop has been known internationally since the age around since the time he was 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
And this is a guy from Long Beach, California, who talked heavily about chronic and smoking weed when it was the most unpopular time, and just pop
gangbanging,
culture and gangbanging and just being where he's from, just talking about that. And then, bruh, he would literally have beef, talk street shit, and then the next year you would hear him on a voiceover for a children's movie.
Yeah.
Right.
You would hear him, like, you would see him endorsing wholesale products.
Right.
And I said to myself, what type of magic does Snoop
Right.
Dogg have for the fact for the fact that corporations will know who he is and just say, we're still gonna do business. You know, and it takes me to his most recent interview at the Breakfast Club where he just basically said, like, hey man, I'm just straightforward about it, and I tell these corporations that we're just gonna have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't, you know, he knows his surrounding, and he said and his setting, and he literally just, you know, it's not a caricature. You know, him as a persona, as a rapper, is based off of, like, yo, this is my upbringing as who I was in Long Beach. I was a regular high school kid. He was cold as hell at Long Beach Poly. He was a football player. He's a dad, so he incorporates. So he showcases that, like, yo, even though I'm a rapper, that doesn't stop the fact that I'm just a regular guy. I like to have fun. I like to smoke, and I'm a father of three. I think, yeah.
Snoop can go.
So
Snoop can go anywhere, but he can't go anywhere
anywhere.
because he's Snoop. So
Right.
people gonna go fucking ballistic. Like,
It's Snoop.
You the OG. You
It's
Uncle Snoop, nigga.
Like, you Snoop.
Bro, like, you
come
still
on,
one of
bro.
the people I see. I
Yeah.
get excited. Like, oh, Snoop about to drop another album.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
Nah,
Snoop.
nigga, I can't wait to hear this shit.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
and
Snoop.
Snoop, you know, and Snoop was very revolutionary because like, you know, even though it predates me, I look at the fact of just like people were saying like Snoop Doggy Dogg. It was very catchy, especially like he mastered why having a catchy persona even before social media made it a norm where you have to have a catchy. You know, a catchy presence. He had a catchy presence.
It's
Snoop
the
Doggy
voice,
Dogg,
the
Doggy Dogg,
charisma.
Doggy Dogg.
Yeah,
Like, white people were really like, oh, who is this Snoop Doggy Dogg? They thought it was so silly that they had to just say like, yo, a rapper named Snoop Doggy Dogg. Okay, we'll see.
Hey, that Snoop been in like every fucking movie, dog.
Yeah.
He's like the rap Samuel Jackson. Like,
Right.
He's been in everything, dog.
That's
So
true.
it's like,
Right.
He's a crazy businessman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's the OG. Like Snoop is that nigga, dog.
He is.
Straight up, bro. Like,
He has a show with Martha Stewart, and he could put out a hard ass album the next day, perfectly.
hey, you know
fine.
it's crazy? Like, people be like, oh, man, Jay about to drop another album, dog. That nigga about to be 50. Like, niggas need to stop rapping when you get past 40. Nobody ever says that shit about
That's what I'm
Snoop,
saying.
bro.
Like, nobody
Or
said,
Eminem.
and that's
Yeah.
and it was funny because like Vince was like, he was like, you know, like nobody fronted on sexual seduction.
Because
Yeah.
that shit is a
Nobody,
classic.
and like Snoop was, and this is what, like 05. Like Snoop at this point's kind of old.
Like,
Oh, it was,
oh, wait.
no. Sensual Seduction.
That was
came-
08, bro.
No. That was like
I might have been
that
in
was
high
like
school.
09 to 2010 because I was in high school when that song came out. I was legitimately.
I might have been in high school when
I was
that
in high
shit
school.
dropped.
I
Okay,
remember-
So that's what I'm
you're
saying.
you're
That's what
It
I'm
was,
saying.
10. I was thinking of
Yeah.
the Ego Tripping album when he had the
that was 2010. I was a junior in high school.
My
bro.
nigga,
Damn,
Snoop was
that
old.
joint
Ain't
was
like
the
ain't
fad.
nobody
Bro,
front on that
seriously,
shit.
that was like, well, he was probably 36
bro.
at that time.
And
every
think like
time-
where he came from, like from Doggy Style and shit. Like
Yeah.
that's fucking Snoop though.
Snoop albums. He really
Bro.
much ain't had too many misses at all, bro.
That's why I
Like-
keep on saying it's
Like,
bro,
look, man, he was with Death Row. He went to fucking No Limit, dog. Like,
That is
Snoop was,
very true.
and he dropped like 4 albums. He had Paid the Cost to Be the Boss, Top Dog, The Last Meal, and I think it was just 3 on No Limit.
Mm.
Yeah.
But like before that, he had a bunch of collabs with
Yep.
Master P and Mystical and
Yep.
all them.
Right.
So it was just like, dog, he transcended from being just a West Coast rapper to a nigga that was from the West Coast and Baton Rouge and New Orleans, and like being a legend with that shit. Like,
Yeah.
it was
He
kind of
didn't
like
lose himself in
watching.
that. I respect that he didn't lose. You know, he didn't sacrifice who he was as a West Coast
Yeah,
artist.
it was kind of like watching
No,
LeBron go to Miami,
no,
bro.
no limit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when LeBron went to Miami, it was like, yo, he been in Cleveland his whole career. He about to go to Miami. Like, how's this shit gonna work? And then when you see it, you like, yo, this shit is lit. I'm
Right.
glad he went to. It's like same
Right,
with
right.
Snoop. Like, Snoop leaving Death Row, and that nigga about to go to No Limit. How's that shit gonna work? That nigga's putting out bangers. Down for My Niggas is a fucking classic. Shout out to C Murder and Magic, dog.
True.
Like, that shit is a classic. It's a stepping classic for frats, for fucking marching bands, dog. Like, it's a song that'll forever go down in history. Like, that Beautiful is amazing, dog. Like you say, Sensual Seduction.
The projection on that beat is actually very.
Well,
dope.
actually, let's
I
call it by the
still
real
listen to
name.
that.
Was Sexual Eruption. Sorry.
There you
There's
go.
always
Yeah,
a
there you
like
go.
yeah,
There you
like,
go.
there was always a
Gin and
debate.
juice,
Yeah,
dog.
there was a
like,
debate like is it sexual eruption or sex?
Nah, that was just the edited version.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
there we
Makes
go.
sense.
That was the
I
edit.
thought so.
Makes
I was
sense.
just like, what the hell was the title of that song?
Well, shit. While we're speaking on the OGs, man, shit, you already know what time it is. It's 4:44, my nigga.
Man.
It's 4:44, my
Exactly,
nigga.
but,
Like,
you know, for the sake of
what?
argument.
It's 4:44, bro. And when I first off, my nigga, like, I look like Khaled say, I look down upon them bumba clot. Like, I look down upon title users until Ye drops an album. Or until Cole drops some exclusive shit. Or now Jay. And I'm like, yo, I'm all on title trying to do the regular little like 30-day trial shit, you know. That don't work.
Yeah.
I'm already with Sprint. I fucking just missed their whole email, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm over here like, what the fuck, my nigga? Like, how am I supposed to listen to the album, you know? Like, a whole goddamn day later, my girl comes through in the clutch because, you know, she reads emails and shit. So she already got Sprint and shit. So she's like, yeah, I got you, boob. Don't even trip. So I finally, you feel me, my nigga? That's what I'm saying. Like, black love, my G.
I found it leaked online.
Like, black love, my G.
Yeah. I would say sorry, Jay, but
Sorry.
because I had title, like I copped title when The Life of Pablo came out last year, and I kept it up until then, and then you know what I'm saying, I had no bread to pay for that shit no more. Then it was just like, all right, we cancel your shit. My wife got Apple Music, so I was
Which
like,
is
all
so
right,
much
baby, let me
clutcher.
use your password. Besides, I can't listen to the Blueprint, you know what I'm saying, album on Apple Music, which sucks. Damn, Jay.
Right?
But, you know what I'm saying?
We're
Everything
gonna
else
stay
is
the
on
business
there.
that.
And it's a lot of shit I can find on it. I love Apple Music. I just made a 100-song playlist too, man. You know.
Yeah,
just
Apple Music is
like,
dope, and the new shit is finally on Apple now.
Yeah, and it took a week.
Yeah, it was only a week, so like
Just a
I,
week.
I was low key stressing for
He
no
wanted to
reason.
get his million and get platinum.
Yeah.
He's like, all right,
Right, yeah.
But my
exactly.
homie gave me I already had the drop by like my homegirl Taisha. She was like, "Nigga, you ain't got title?" I was like, "Nah, man, I got Apple Music and shit." She was like, "How you gonna listen to the album?" I was like, "This is the internet we talking about."
You feel me, nigga?
get
Like,
anything.
you
I
can
was
definitely
like,
get
shit's out
it.
there.
Yeah, I was like,
out
that
there.
shit is out there. Lo and behold, I hopped on my Facebook DM. My boy was like, "Hey, bro, here go the album." I was like, yes. Shout out to you, dog. That was a good look, bro.
Well,
That's-
fuck, man. How y'all
yeah.
feel about it, bro?
That's all
like,
I'm worried
I
about.
love that
I'm
album,
really
man.
good.
It's real soulful, bro.
it is.
Me and my fam, we was at Santa Monica yesterday at the beach, man, and the traffic was so fucking stupid, dog.
Feel me, my nigga.
We was on the PCH trying
Ooh.
just to get around to the actual parking.
To the parking,
Yeah.
down by the
By the
pier.
beach.
Bro, we listened to 444. I just let it play. It's only like 30
Yeah, so
minutes.
that's the great thing.
It
about
played like 2.5 times around, bro, from us just sitting in the whip. And I'm just like, yo, I love this album. I just sit there and just like, dog, this make me feel good. Just like looking at the mountains and shit. I was like, I feel great. Like,
Right.
But it's an amazing album, man. I love the beats on it. No ID did an amazing job.
Clean production, very straightforward.
Yeah,
And,
and
simply done.
it's kind of like the Blueprint version 2 to me.
You
Like,
think so?
yeah, I mean the Blueprint 2 was dope, but it was just too long.
Mhm.
And even back then, it was just like that's why he dropped Blueprint 2.1. He took certain songs, and I know Jay, if he ever hear this, man, you'll never be mad at me for saying this. Like, it was just too long. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I got my favorite joints off. I like this one better than this too, but this is the real Blueprint 2 to me. Like, it's soulful. It's straight to the point. It's only 10 songs.
It's only 10 songs.
It's only 10 songs.
Shit, like 36
Yeah.
minutes.
It's vulnerable. Some shit we never heard from JSI. We never seen from. We've
I
been
think
waiting.
this is one of his most vulnerable. Honestly, just looking back, I think this is the most vulnerable since he really put his life into into Reasonable Doubt. Because Reasonable Doubt was his most vulnerable because he had noted and said to himself, it took my whole damn life.
It took your whole career, your whole life to create your first album.
It took my whole life.
So
to
you're gonna
create
talk
that.
about everything.
Yeah, so for him to really, like, I was surprised. I was genuinely surprised and said he really put that out there. Like, I had to really look at myself and just be like, wow, like, this is a 47-year-old rapper, a 47-year-old black man, a 47-year-old father, a 47-year-old husband talking like this and putting it out there, and it just surprised me because bro, like, you know, there was such a time where you would say to yourself like, bro, I don't think Jay-Z even talks, because he's just so because he's
from a different ilk.
Yeah,
because
he's just like, you know, he talks about like, yo man, like I don't like, you know, I don't see interviews about, you know, Jay-Z got to a point where it's like, I don't see interviews, and I was too young to remember, you know, visibly remember him doing like, you know all these press runs and interviews, like, you know, he was trying to break out into more avenues, and he would tell radio stations like, yo, you're not gonna play my shit, I'm not gonna come there. So he's always been this attitude of just like, I'm gonna get it myself and I don't need y'all. So that just showed to me that it's like, yo, you don't know nothing about Jay-Z. Shit, like footage
besides
of his
what he wants
footage of his
Right.
fucking wedding came out 3 years after the damn fact. You didn't even know that he was married.
Actually,
And, like,
it was. They got married like 2008.
yeah, and this shit didn't come out
It
till
just
like,
came out like 2 years
Well,
ago.
the fact
we
that he
seen
was
the
like-
video from the
Yeah,
Beyonce documentary. Some
so
shit
that's
like
what I'm
that.
saying. Like, that's what I'm saying.
the
Like,
nigga just started wearing his wedding band like
Yeah.
a couple years ago, bro.
so then, like, for this man to really just come out and just say like, yo, like, yeah, hell yeah, I did this. Hell yeah, my mother is a lesbian.
Yeah.
And just, it was just so very vulnerable. I just like how heartfelt and vulnerable and contrite it was from this dude who was like, you know, the nigga from Marcy Project, the drug dealing nigga, to I've grown and evolved. I'm a fucking father of 3 now.
Yeah, man.
And you know what I'm saying, like,
I
like
think-
you know, and I'm not too hard to respond to my wife's album accusing me of shit that I did. You feel
Which,
me? Like,
and you know,
yeah.
and let me say, that's what I really like now it's just in the world, because first, I haven't even listened to the Lemonade album. All I've just heard Twitter, you
Yeah.
know,
I listened to it once when it first
and
dropped.
so
Twitter made it an event. You like,
but-
Twitter made it an event, and you didn't have to listen to it because
right. So like, and I can just remember like always just wondering like, damn, I wonder if Jay's ever cheated way before the Lemonade even album dropped. I wonder if Jay's ever cheated on B and this and that. Well, then she drops the shit, and you know, there's the accusations. Now he's coming through admitting it.
He's like,
So
yeah.
now it's just like, damn, my nigga, like, it's just what everybody's always known, except for hoes. It's just too hard on Beyonce to, you know, any bitch is subject to get God out this motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
any, like, nigga, like, relationships, like, it's just real to see that they're, like, actually, like, real people.
Yeah.
That was really, like, not to say that, like, I wish that type of temptation on any man, just to, like, because, you know, you don't, not to say you don't want to ruin your home or whatever, but, like, it's Beyonce.
No,
You know what
she
I'm
was
saying?
Jesus.
So niggas, like, it's Beyonce, my nigga. Like, you cheated on Beyonce,
Yeah,
but
she was
like,
Jesus to a
it's
lot of these
like,
females.
that's what I'm saying.
She was
Like, my
Jesus to a
nigga,
lot of females.
like, let's be real. Like,
And we
Untouchable.
put
We
him on
just
that
now-
pedestal and that level.
Untouchable.
my nigga, we're just now fucking recovering from Irreplaceable. Like, that shit shook the world when it dropped, my nigga.
very
Like, the
true.
male species is just now getting
That
back on
and
track.
single ladies, bro.
You feel me, my nigga? Should have
Hey, I
put
was
a
looking
ring
like,
on it.
dog, that's why I made the I was like, yo, the Dream and Neo, especially the Dream, he's the great. I made the status on Facebook like, he's the greatest writer of our generation. Somebody's like, nigga, you forgot about R. Kelly. I was like,
Word.
yeah, R. Kelly is definitely up there. I was like, but nigga, we didn't grow with R. Kelly. Our parents grew into
up
R.
with
Kelly, and we got the tail end of the good
Right,
R. Kelly
right.
before the shit started going off in the deep end.
Right.
And niggas was like, yo, R. Kelly trying to be young still.
Right.
Just writing that nigga off.
Right.
Yeah, he's part of our generation. But the Dream,
And Neo.
we've been, in the Dream and Neo, we've seen their culmination of them writing. I'm like, and I'm talking about as far as women.
Yep.
Look, record sales happen because of women.
Right.
course.
Concerts happen because of
Yeah.
women.
Yeah. We don't
Nigga,
need to
the
be there.
world happens because of women.
Yeah,
Feel
Like,
me?
heck,
women are the
we don't need to
greatest
be
thing
there.
on earth.
Right.
Bro, I say, nigga, I'm not making music for y'all dudes.
Right.
Because all the dudes gonna be like, man, I don't fuck with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. A woman be like, oh, yeah, I love his music, blah, blah, blah. And then a dude would be like,
Oh, word.
oh, word, let me check this nigga.
Right,
You
right,
know what I'm
right,
saying?
no doubt, no
You want to
doubt.
go to what concert? Like, a dude that finds a woman that loves, like, my wife is a music head, especially a hip-hop head. That shit is sexy to me.
You
Like,
feel me?
Me and her have conversations
You
about
feel me? My girl fuck
anything
with
in
hip
pop
hop too.
culture. You know what I'm
see
saying?
that- yeah, heck,
So
yeah.
it's just like, for them to write those songs for women, for the Dream to write Single Ladies, and I think he wrote Diva.
You did. I think so.
Or or Rico Love wrote. I think Rico Love might have wrote that, but
I think
Rico Love too. For them, for those three dudes,
I think he's
that are
very much and very unappreciated.
Oh yeah. Rico Love is that dude.
Very,
Rico
very
Love's fucking
unappreciated.
amazing, bro.
Very
Like,
unappreciated.
and he's smart as shit. And then it's like you gotta watch these Jews that they be dropping these interviews. Like when the Dream had the whole little genius talk, you know what I'm saying, with Rod Markman. He was just dropping all these Jews about how he wrote these songs for Rihanna and Britney Spears and Beyonce. It's just like, dog, for them to write those from a female perspective and have
That's
all
talent.
these women on board with this shit, and these will be
Talent.
timeless songs, that's
Talent.
crazy, dog.
That's
I want
talent.
that type of ability.
That's talent.
You know what
Feel
I'm saying?
me?
You tapping into a woman's feelings and translating it for all the women in the world, dog. You a special person for that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I
Right.
mean, and not to sound sexist actually, because but this just came to my mind. Like, and y'all could correct me, but I can't recall any women making content, especially in the rap game, making content for men that men all universally be like, bro, like Alicia Keys wrote that rap for this nigga.
Oh, well,
Right.
I would say Alicia. Well, nah, because I mean.
Because we're talking about males writing like content that grab.
Oh yeah,
that-
well
that
I
grab
don't think
women.
there's no women that write for males
Right.
too much out there like that. Besides,
Especially rappers, especially like you know
Esther
what I'm saying.
Dean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
true shit.
doing stuff for like Chris Brown and like
Yeah.
Carrie Hilson. She's
Mhm.
amazing at
But I'm
writing
talking
stuff for
about, like-
males, but not. I'll give you
Yeah,
some,
like-
not game changing, like irreplaceable.
Yeah,
Just
writing for
singular.
like you know what I'm saying, writing to capture the male's POV.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm about to say the only thing or the only person that I could say that has touched on that, has written a great song is
For a man.
Marsha Ambrosius writing Butterflies for Michael Jackson.
Jackson.
You know what I'm
Word.
saying?
Yeah, she did.
You never knew that shit?
Never knew that.
Yeah, she
Oh,
did.
bro, and I
Never
think,
knew that. That's cool as fuck.
I think Eve is a part of that too. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remix.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The
The
remix.
The remix was fire.
Bro. Like,
Yeah. She was young as hell when she wrote that.
Yeah, like Marsha Ambrosius' pen game is crazy,
Still.
bro.
Yeah.
That's
Niggas
crazy.
don't- they
Yeah. Niggas don't
not
know.
only is she a great, amazing vocalist,
Yeah.
but she real as fuck, and she makes amazing music for
Mhm.
everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Like I see why Dr. Dre had her on the payroll. like,
Yep.
doing them hooks
Pay-
and shit, bro.
pay her.
She's dope as shit, man. Her last album was crazy.
Crazy.
That Florida chain ain't never gonna get together, but that's a
That's a
Yeah, that's a
different.
difference.
That
That's
whole-
a different conversation.
yeah, I watched
was
her
like,
interview on the
oh,
Breakfast Club.
shit.
It
I was like,
yeah, that's
bro.
never that reunion ain't
Yeah,
never
like-
going.
yeah. Ain't nobody pick of that.
Damn.
Actually, no, that would actually make a dope ass biopic. The type of shit.
Damn,
But
I
no,
missed
yeah.
that one. But
But yeah, heck yeah,
Yeah, we
like
went
you
from
know.
444 all the way to this, man.
No, no,
right,
crazy.
hey, speak on it, my nigga.
No,
Speak
yeah,
on
but
it, bro.
like,
Shit.
you know, but you know, just to bring it back, that like like Jay-Z for Jay-Z to have just that kind of contrite, like I mean that ability to just be so vulnerable and to talk about like I cheated on my wife. Yes, I cheated on my very perfect wife.
Not only to dwell on that, but
You
he
know,
was dropping jewels.
He was
you know,
dropping jewels.
yeah, you
like
know,
his
saying,
empowerment.
trying to get us as young black
Like,
men to be
yeah.
like, yo, if
Take
you-
your
alright,
drug
I know
money
nigga, I
and
can't
buy
tell
the
her.
neighborhood.
Yeah, that's me calling
That's how
Kettle
you
Black.
win
Don't
shit.
sell dope because I did that shit. Yeah, I don't want to, but if you have to, nigga, take the bread that you getting from it and rebuy the neighborhood instead of
Like,
destroying it.
Destroying
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Paying that shit out.
Yeah, like don't sit there and
That's what
kill
I-
yourself
that's
over
what
some
I-
shit that you don't even own.
You feel me?
dog.
Like that's what I really loved.
That's why he
Cause,
said,
cause I
like,
feel like
nigga,
niggas is gonna take heat, man.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
Yeah, we
It
have
just
the OG
makes-
or the OG who you idolize somehow. You know who you say to yourself like, damn, how does this nigga get money? He's like, all right, nigga, I'm about to give you all the game for $9.99.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is what I was thinking earlier too. man.
$9.99.
I've been seeing a lot of people griping like, man, Nas been saying this shit forever. And I'm like, Nas is he's definitely in my top 10 up there with Jay. Nas is one of the greatest rappers, human
Lyricists.
beings, lyricists ever, you know what I'm saying, in the game of hip hop and just music, period. Nas
ain't fucking Hove, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's not to disrespect or discredit Nas.
You know,
Nas
everyone's gonna
hasn't
say
had the
that.
business acumen of Jay. He's
To his
just
own
started
detriment.
getting his
Yeah.
own business.
To
Like
his
I've
own
heard that he's
detriment,
beginning
To his own
he said he had to get his business shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like we've seen Jay become like a fucking billionaire mogul, dog.
Right,
Like he's aspired to do this like for the longest.
right.
So it's just like, yeah, when Jay say, nigga, don't put the money to your ear and y'all niggas doing that, niggas is feeling a certain way, but I'm just like, dog, you need to take heed to this. That's
Right.
why these white people don't fucking, like, they not taking us serious because of shit like this.
I don't care.
Like, I seen the Future and the Boozy thing, and niggas like, man, Jay can't tell. And I'm like, yeah, man, fuck all what you talking about, dog.
Okay.
You need to be scolded, nigga. That's not real money.
Right.
We out here doing all this. You self-indicting yourself on social media, putting money and guns up. I've learned from experience working at regular jobs. People will be sitting there, so working for tips. People be like, man, I'm about to go work, you know what I'm saying? Let me get that person right there because they see they got a Louis bag or they got like jewelry on or they got a fucking mink on. Working in the airport when I was working, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people be like, oh, I'm going to help that person because they got money. I can see they got money. And then they get a $2 tip.
Feel me?
And they skip over and judge somebody that's looking, you know what I'm saying, normal, basic. They don't want to talk to them. Yeah, not even that, man. I seen a dude that he looked like he was homeless. He looked crazy as fuck, man. And we was in the airport, man. My man's like, shit, everybody skipped over helping this dude. He was like, I'm going to help him. Just, you know what I'm saying, because he needs some help. He tipped him like $300.
Woo!
Everybody was mad, like, dog. I said, no. It's because you judge a book by its cover. So
Right.
it's just like, dog.
Image is everything.
Image is everything. And us as black people, we always portray that shit. And it's just like,
Always.
you'll walk past your opportunity or your blessing because you're going off of what somebody look like and what they showing you. But the nigga that's showing you all this flashy shit, all this material shit, they broke as fuck. They crying for attention.
So you
it's
think
like,
Boozy so you think because I don't want people to miss on the fact that this is also a regional conversation because the artists who are coming out kind of griping.
you can't even say it's a regional conversation.
But it's a lot of Southern niggas, dog. Like,
bro, it's a generational conversation to me because it's young cats in Detroit where I'm from that's doing the same thing and posting all their money and posting all their guns.
Boozy's a closer age to Jay-Z.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Future's 34, dog.
But
I don't think it's generational.
I'm not talking about the rappers that are doing it. I'm
okay.
talking about the young niggas that are on Instagram.
That's
on
really
Facebook,
doing it.
That's
like,
really doing
like,
it.
they
shit,
really,
you know what I'm
like,
saying?
that's really.
Yeah, they gonna see these cats do it because these cats are doing it and telling them this is what you need to do. Nigga, go in here and blow $1 billion on some females in a strip club and all that shit.
Get your advance and hold it to your ear.
Yeah, they're doing it because they see cats doing it. Like,
Right.
this is an impressionable generation that we living amongst, man. Like, these young cats, most of us either didn't have a father at home or, you know what I'm saying, they did have a father, but their father was on some other shit, into the streets, 1 foot in and 1 foot into their family, so it was like half and half. So they gonna listen to who they influenced by most, and that's rappers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't just say, oh, it's a regional thing. Like, nah, everywhere I done went, I done seen niggas posting money and niggas got 1 million chains on and niggas gotta sit there and, you know what I'm saying, let me match my gun with my polo and, just crazy shit like that. It's just like,
That's my gun.
as black people, it goes super deep. As black people, man, we want to be seen and heard because we never had, a lot of us never had shit. You know what I'm saying?
They be like, no, fuck that. I could buy this.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's
Fuck
the whole, the
that. I
Tory
could buy
Lanez
it.
thing. Like, it was stupid on his part, but at the same time, it was just like, bro, you proving them right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to spend $25K.
Nigga,
We know you
35K.
got it, a $35K.
35.
You whatever, you bought a small fucking Kia car or a Dodge car. You know what I'm saying? What most people have to work their whole fucking life for within a year. You
To get
prove
that
to these people that still don't give a fuck that you got this money. It's because of your skin color and how you act. And it's just I'm pretty sure they was just like, see, told you he was a nigga.
He's a nigga.
He's a nigga.
Still nigga.
Look at him.
Still
Look at
nigga.
him.
Still
Back
nigga.
and forth.
Look at him.
Still
So you bought
nigga.
all your shit. I was just like, bro, like, you really
Still
Invest that money into something that
Still
you
nigga.
care about that
Still
can
nigga.
help us,
Yeah,
man.
or go buy from another fucking
Still
store.
nigga.
Put that into some black businesses, bro.
Yeah.
If you feel like making a nigga feel bad, like, oh, fuck y'all business because y'all ain't want to sell me shit or acknowledge that I was in here, I'm going to take this to my people. And then we gonna get their business up. And then we going to sit here and we going to stun on y'all niggas when we start getting millions and millions. And then we going to Trump y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? Not Donald Trump y'all shit, but you know what I'm saying? We going to sit here and make y'all fold. So it's just like, man, sometimes I feel like we'll never get out of this shit as a people.
Right.
It's fucked up to say, but I just feel like
Sometimes and it's just crazy because, like, and I was just thinking about this the other day. I was like, it kind of made me want to just because I was listening to the Malcolm Gladwell podcast, the revisionist shit.
I gotta check that out, man.
I
Them
really
shits
do,
are
actually.
actually kind of dope. I was just listening to one on the way back home. It was talking about
Where can you find him, actually?
on iTunes, bro.
iTunes,
Yeah.
man.
And it was the Board of Education, Brown versus the Board of Education. And, like, when I got to the end of it, man, it was damn near like having integrated schools was almost the worst thing that could have happened for us because it was shitty for the black kids that had to go there, and then we had over 80,000 fucking black teachers back then, and they cut them down to half because our schools was basically looked at as fucking like retards, like for real retards.
Super subpar.
Right. So but anyways, so yeah, I was listening to that and I was just like, how long did it take us to build Black Wall Street? What was, because I'm just thinking about, because I'm listening to fucking, good point. I was listening to fucking Jay's album and shit, and I'm just like, yo, we got like J and B's about to be on their way to a Billy. Who knows? Like this nigga Diddy's got hella cake.
He's almost at a
You know what I'm saying? This nigga Dre's almost there. Fucking chameleonaires up here in the tech world and shit. Like there's niggas really out here. Ross is really out here trying to get money.
Chameleonaire, bro. I'm mad niggas just not figuring this shit out. I'm like, dog, I read about this.
Yeah, he been on that tech money.
Niggas gotta read.
Yeah,
y'all gotta read out there.
Yeah,
bro.
Niggas was late. Niggas was so late.
People like, yo, how the fuck is he courtside
niggas was so late on that
Warriors
shit.
game? I'm like, bro, that shit don't cost that much for a rich person. If
You
you're
feel
smart
me?
with your money, it's only a couple $1,000s for a fucking. You know what I'm saying?
What, 5 racks for that game? 3 racks?
Nah, them shits was like
Probably
20.
Yeah.
20? Okay.
2 Chainz said
Yeah.
he spent like 20 bands on the seat. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is a lot of money for us, but for them, bro, that's pocket change.
Right,
so I'm
that's
just
pocket
like,
change.
he's chameleonaire. I'm pretty sure. This is me knowing that he's been in the tech business for years. So I'm just like,
it's actually just very recent because my girl's mom, he's working with my girl's mom's company. In terms of like, he would literally, like she would say, like he comes literally every day from Houston, flying in to come sit in on.
I've heard about this shit like 3 years before I
You
moved
know
out
what
here.
I'm saying?
So I know
he's been doing this for the past 3.
It's been at least 3 years.
That's what I'm saying.
So and
Like,
his last joint was like what, 2008, 2009.
Right.
So it was just like he was definitely investing some money within that time.
Yeah.
So
He
he
was
was
learning.
taking serious to
That's
go
what
to
I'm
the
saying.
tech world. So
Yeah.
he was sitting there doing his research. Cause I
Yeah,
seen
he's
the
been
video about
scheming.
it, shit. Like,
He's been scheming.
it's like chameleonaire in the tech biz.
Right.
I think it was what's that that magazine, Computers or one of them tech magazines, man. I read all that shit. The Rob Report, Computers, Time, The Source, XXL. Like I'm into all of that. So it was just like, yo, people need to get up on this. And then it's like this year, people like chameleonaire in the tech world. And I'm just like, where the fuck y'all been at? Y'all been in y'all phones on social media, worrying about everybody else.
Nah, man, like but actually, when it comes to things like this, like I hate the whole band wave, and not even bandwagon. Like everyone jumps on a band wave, and it's just I like to look at both sides. And what I mean by that is that like I really want to look at like like what is it in Boosie's argument where he literally got on and said like in Louisiana, it's culture. You know what I'm saying? Like I could feel the seriousness in it, that it's just like this is what we do. This is what we've been doing before Jay. It's gonna happen after Jay, and he just got so defensive where he's just like, yo, I respect Jay, but don't blame me. You know what I'm saying? And it happens within the black community as well, where it's just like we delegate all the perceived bad notions onto one certain type of region. Talking about, see, like it's that like see, it's the bumfuck, southern mentality, southern rapper mentality. So when you see all these,
hold on, fellas. Should just stop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know how the laptop goes.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool.
So when you see like when you see all these artists come out and defend it, I literally so when you see all these people come out and kind of talk against like, oh, you see, like it's these certain type of black folks or in this situation, certain type of artists. That's why I brought it back to southern artists. So so when you see these artists who a lot of them are happen to be to associate with like the yeah movement or like the the Southern movement,
the mumble rappers.
Yeah, which is pretty much like the Atlanta wave, which is still currently taking over hip hop right now.
Yeah.
I could I try to look at it and say like what, like I never want to look down on someone. I want to try and see and understand like okay, why do they feel that way? Like why did you know what I'm saying? Like why did like you know what I'm saying? Why did why did Boosie feel that strongly that he had to really come out?
Because he said it, bro. He
said
said it.
Louisiana
He said
before?
it. It's
No,
one
I haven't.
word.
That's
It's
what I'm saying.
They ain't
culture.
got shit, bro. I've been
It's
to Louisiana
culture.
a couple of
Like
times. They ain't
it's
got shit down there.
he said it. It's
Watch
culture.
Queen Sugar,
like that's just
like,
what it is.
Watch some old, you know what I'm saying, some Master P interviews or some Hot Boy Cash.
Hell yeah, nigga.
Bro,
like
they
ain't
don't-
nothing in the boot.
Louisiana is like,
One of the poorest states. Yeah.
yeah, bro. Like Mississippi and Louisiana, one of the poorest states in the country. Like I've been to all that shit down in the South, man. Like I've seen those wards, and you know what I'm saying, before Katrina, and it was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So now they super fucked up. It's kind of like Detroit. We was good before the riots. The riots fucked us up for 50 years, dog. That's why the movie about to drop, so people can see like. That's why this is the real reason why Detroit has been fucked up for this long, you know what I'm saying, this long period of time. So I can't even accredit it to being a regional thing. It's a generational thing. The crack era fucked things up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
really fucked up mothers and fathers and households.
Oh my god.
The CPU.
Yeah, I knew this.
I hate when they do that shit.
You feel me, my nigga? I'm
That's
about
why
It rarely does that
I'm about
shit,
to
but I
do the
just hate when
clean
it
up.
does it, bro.
I'm about to do the clean up right quick. On this shit.
Back online.
Yeah.
Not the sessions.
Yeah, well, shit. Nah, fuck it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. But yeah, man. Back to the generational thing, man. It's just that's just what it is, man. Those people in Louisiana don't have a lot, and we as black people don't have a lot. So it's just like our material things.
Well, look, and this is
shit
I
that
don't
we
want to
show
put
off.
it. I don't want to make it. I don't think it's like really, even though that is a lot to do what I would imagine. But also, I just feel like that's just like the fun.
Yeah,
Like
I
that's
mean,
the
shit.
fun. Like
Yeah, and it's always
like
been there, bro.
like
It's always been
like
there.
my
It's never
homie,
been.
like my homies from the A, like the strip club, like that's just normal shit. Like
Nah, but
you
that's a
go there
religion
for
down there.
lunch.
That's that's a religion.
You go there for lunch, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like
Shit, we do that shit
the
in
Atlanta,
Detroit, too.
the Atlanta might be the capital of the South, but like it ain't just the South. So
Yeah,
like
it's
if
everywhere.
that's how they moving in Atlanta, nigga, that's how they moving in Charlotte. That's how they moving in fucking
Miami,
Charleston, nigga.
yeah.
That's how they moving in Florida. In Tallahassee,
Texas,
Tallahassee,
Houston,
Texas,
yeah.
you know, like that's the South, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is.
That's why I'm so
So
interested because I've never been to the South. Well, I've been to Texas, but I'm just saying like you know what I'm saying.
Texas is the South,
It's-
but
but it
like
ain't
it ain't really the
South,
South. That's
South.
like
Yeah.
that's
That's
like
what I'm saying.
Virginia's the South, but it ain't like the South.
That's what I'm
Even
saying.
though
It's
it's the
Southeast,
South.
nigga.
Yeah,
Even
that's
though
what
it's the
Virginia's pretty
South.
much the East.
Yeah,
Even
that's
though
what I'm
it's
saying.
the-
just like but you know like to my
I've been
point
to
in one,
fucking-
you know what I'm saying to my point like you know you can speak on it because it's like I've never been to Louisiana, so for you to say like yo like Louisiana really don't got shit, I can only take your word. 'Cause
Right.
it's like,
So it
okay,
does,
I don't
bro. So
understand.
I
I haven't
understand
seen
where
it.
Boosie coming from because it's like New Orleans ain't really got shit, and Baton Rouge is a smaller city, so
Right.
it really ain't got shit.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Like check out Queen Sugar, man. They in I think they in Baton Rouge, and they just man like those towns are small. Or even watch like Anthony Bourdain, man. He goes to all these little cities and towns, bro. He be everywhere, and a lot of these people just had themselves. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's just like they got a couple neighbors. They got a few little shops and shit and restaurants. And some of these people are like they fucking scrapping, nigga, to get some to make a living. So it's just like when a cat from down there in that region gets
Blows
some
up.
bread,
It blows up
get
the
enough
bread.
money to make a money phone, that's a huge celebration.
Hell
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Cause niggas don't have like, bro. Some niggas that I know that got it, bro. They even I say
But-
the most money I've had in life as a whole, I've had 30 G's to myself.
And it felt
I wish.
amazing.
And it felt fucking amazing because I was like, I can pay any bill I need to pay
Feel
off.
me?
I can go buy what the fuck I want. I can get, you know what I'm saying, $600 worth of groceries and fill my fridge up and shit. And it felt great. You know what I'm saying? I had it in a check form. But when you got it in cash, that shit feels stupid. It just, like, what would it, I think Pusha said, like, what do you
Oh,
say?
yeah.
The 20s, it was on Soul Paul. Just pull up the lyrics of Soul Paul later and read what he's saying.
Uh-huh.
Like a million bucks of 20s, or 100 grand of 20s, like a million to my niggas or something like that. That's just what it is. Like, yeah, it's not.
Oh,
much
I know
to
exactly
you.
what you're talking about. 100 grand and 20 is like $1 million where I'm from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that line, that equates
Yeah.
to that line. Like, I feel both sides, like you say, man. Like, Jay is telling us, like, nigga, that's not real money, dog. Like, we got to get this shit going, man.
Right, and that
we
is
done
the
this
point,
enough,
and
my
that
nigga. Let's
is
get
his
some
point,
real
and
money.
that is his point.
And Boosie's
That
like,
is his
nigga,
point.
this is real money to these niggas because they ain't got shit. Everybody ain't gonna get to your level of being Jay-Z,
Very
bro.
true.
But that's
So
the
I
thing
feel
about it. That
both
everybody
sides.
can though, because Jay-Z is the most. Jay-Z is the most.
Everybody can, man. For one, everybody's not gonna have the
he's the
same
most important-
opportunity, and everybody's not gonna have the same.
He made
hustle.
he made that, but he's
But
from
that's
Marcy
Jay,
Projects,
though.
dog.
That's Jay, bro. He did that, and then look how long it took for him and Puff to
14
get to this.
years. I know.
It took them niggas 20, bro. Like, it's 2017. Them niggas was into the game. Like, they was really, really making millions in 97, 96. I remember that shit. Like, to see them niggas getting that wealth, like, that shit was just amazing because it was like, that was, people say the 80s was the golden era of hip hop. Yeah, I was born 3 years in the last 3 years of the 80s. I remember, you know what I'm saying, like seeing the whole Chronic and the Death Row, seeing the East West, dog, in the mid 90s.
The commercialization of hip hop took
That
off.
shit was crazy, bro,
Shit took
because
off.
shit was like niggas was getting multi-million-dollar budgets for videos.
Feel me?
Dog. Niggas was like Pharrell and them niggas is making $1 million a beat. Bro,
Come on,
that shit
dog.
ain't happening no
Come
more,
on,
dog. Like, that's the golden era of
Come
hip hop,
on,
bro.
dog.
$1 million a beat, yeah.
Yeah, they was getting
niggas
paid $1
was
million a
getting
beat
paid.
because niggas was getting crazy.
paid.
Like to see Jay and Puff come out with clothing lines, and then to see them niggas come out with liquors. The niggas had like Master P having
That
the
is
cell
true. That
phone
is
service
true.
and the toys and like nigga, you
50
a
Cent had-
basketball team,
50 Cent had a fucking clothing line and a fucking video game.
a video game, a shoe.
A
You know what I'm
shoe.
saying? Shit like that
Oh,
from the late 90s
ugly
to the early
ass.
2000s.
Yeah,
Remember
bro.
the
That
game
shit
had
is
that
crazy.
ugly ass hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah, but them shits, it was just dope to see a nigga
Yeah.
get a shoe, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
niggas
see
was
Dipset get scissor. That
Yeah.
shit was sweet and thick as fuck.
Yeah.
But it was just like, y'all niggas got a liquor?
Yeah,
Like,
the
niggas didn't-
commercialization of hip hop really was like full force because like you
Yeah.
tangibly like shit like these like rappers getting fucking shoe deals.
Yeah, bro.
And
I
rappers
see
have fucking
Nelly
video
had
games.
vocal and all that
Right.
shit, bro.
Yeah, Def Jam Vendetta and shit paying like
Feel me?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, you know what I'm
so-
Feel
saying?
me?
Russell Simmons created Fat
Fat-
Farm and
Fat
all that
Farm
shit. Like, he's the
and shit.
blueprint to these
Nigga,
niggas
you
to
just really
doing that.
nigga, you just really blew my mind. I really did not know that the producer getting $1 million a fucking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
niggas was getting
they was
paid.
getting $1 million up like Tim and
Yeah,
Pharrell and
yeah,
all
super
that.
producers.
Where a
Kanye.
fucking producer will bear, where fucking producer cops out a fucking fire ass beat for $150 these days.
Bro, it's a video online now. Like
Oh, jeez.
Kanye in the studio with Jay and Young Guru, and he playing him a beat that was supposed to be remember Point Out the Bounce on Blueprint 2. That was supposed to be the joint, but then I think Timbaland ended up doing that shit. And then at the end of the video, he was rapping his verse for that shit, like neighborhood call me rock star, girls call me cock star, then pop star, gingerbread. Like he was rapping that verse, and then Jay was like, yo, like everybody was in there like that shit hot. And he was like, yeah, easy 500,000 for a beat. You know what I'm saying? Like
Feel
niggas
me?
was getting 500,000 to $1 million for beats back in 2000. Like, you know how hot the Neptunes was, bro?
Yes.
In 2000, from I would say like 97, they was popping because they made the Mace Why You Over There Looking At Me shit. And that shit, I remember I was in Disney World with my family for 98. That summer was slapping, bro. Jordan was winning 6 ring.
Nigga
Aaliyah was
summer of
killing
98.
it. The Dr. Doolittle shit. The only songs the 3 songs that played on the radio those 2 weeks we was in Orlando was Aaliyah's Are You That Somebody, the R. Kelly and Ron Isley and Kelly Price joint.
Oh
And
yeah.
fucking Why You Over There Looking At Me. That shit came on the radio those 3 songs came on every day that we was in the car. I just learned a few years ago that the Neptunes made that beat. That shit is a mind blower, dog. And then it was just like 2000 to 2001. The Neptunes was running everything,
Yeah.
dog.
Of course. Yeah.
Them niggas was running everything, dog. Yeah, 2002, 2003, they started doing the clips and, you know what I'm saying? They started branching out doing more shit, dog, and started putting out the Nerd. But 2000 to 2001? bro, they was running it, dog. So yeah, niggas was getting $1 million for a beat because they really ran a whole era and had a new sound that niggas had never did before. They used a live instrumentation, and then they just making people dance. They making people feel good. Those songs are still like if you pull up some Neptunes, it's a couple of them that you like. Oh yeah, this sound like some 2000 shit. But it's some joints that are timeless. Like you don't have to call. Fucking Hot in Here. Even,
they made Hard in Here?
Yeah, you ain't know they made Hot in Here, bro.
Hell no.
You didn't know Nelly made.
And you don't have to call?
You didn't know the Neptunes made
Hell
those?
no,
oh
nigga.
My God.
Hell
Put
no,
y'all up on
I
it,
ain't
bro.
know that.
Bro,
Hell no, I ain't know that.
So hot, dog. If you listen to every Neptune song, Pharrell is either in it doing backgrounds or he's on the hook.
Word.
Y'all know he did Noriega's what? Super Thug, right?
That's wild.
Yeah, bro. Like that. Girls, Them Sugar, all them joints. T.I.'s I'm Serious. Man, I can't believe you didn't know that.
Nigga, I ain't
you
know.
You don't have to call.
It's okay.
I didn't know that.
Man, that is vintage Pharrell and Chad, bro. Dog, them niggas was making everything, bro. They made Southern Hospitality by Ludacris.
Get the fuck out
Throw
of here.
them boats. Yes, nigga, yo. I gotta pull up the Apple. I think it's a title.
This is crazy,
it was the
bro.
B-sides of all the joints that they made from the era that the Neptunes ran. And that playlist, bro, I was playing that shit in the whip one day, man, and my wife hopped in. She like, you took me back to middle school. Like, we went to middle school together, so we remember these songs together, being in class together. And shit. So it was like, yeah, they was making some.
That's crazy.
Bro, they made some flames, dog. They made just go pull up the Neptunes discography, their production discography on Wikipedia, bro. You'll be amazed at the songs that they created, dog. Like,
so then from niggas making $1 million on the beat to now, like producers have to fucking Sony Digital has to talk about like, yo, producers need a fucking union.
We do. I mean, hip hop needs a union as a whole.
These niggas is like, like these artists is taking advantage of.
But look at it
of a kid making $250,000 on a song where the producer's doing 80% of the work, bro. That shit just blow my mind. Like,
it is, but you got to look at it this way.
I'm just like I'm so taken back that like I did not know niggas was making $1 million.
Yeah, bro. Like niggas, and you look at it this way. Cats couldn't do what the Neptunes and Just Blaze and Kanye and Timbaland were doing. You know what I'm saying? Those were the dudes of that era, and that's what makes them legends now, because their sound was so ahead of their times that nobody could duplicate. People can probably duplicate it, but it wasn't them. So look at it now. We're in 2017. All three of us got mics and Apollos and laptops. Imagine how many kids out there have the same thing, bro. Where they have record on it,
supply
like
and demand.
Record on the tour bus, so I can record on a plane. I can record
supply
in the
and
bathroom,
demand, bro.
Like we all have that access. So it's just so many people making it.
Right.
Now we're all clawing and scratching.
Right.
Like,
you don't have to. Like,
I don't have to pay.
You don't have to pay that no more. You don't have to pay that no more. Because I can come to you, Cheaty.
I can come to you, and
I can come to you.
I got all the drums from everybody from Timbo on down
I can come
to
to
Knife
you.
Wonder to Jay Dilla. I got the samples. Now they selling samples on the drumbroker.com.
Yep.
Like, you can get all these sample packs and these kits. And now we have schools that we can go to that teach us this. We didn't have this 10 years ago, bro.
Right.
I mean, they probably did.
But it was
like,
but it was in its infancy.
Yeah, it was like, the full sales, and that's why people like, man, full sale costs so much. I'm like, dude, look what they teaching you, bro. Look how long you got to do it. It's like 2.5 year, 3 year program.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all this money that they're investing into you to put you out into this world of audio and sound and film, that shit costs money. So they arming all of us with the tools that we need to create it on our own, to create our own ways. And then we got social media now, and now people making it off that.
Like,
bro,
people are blowing up within a fucking couple of months.
Bro,
you can blow up
the X-Tentacion nigga put his song out that wasn't even fucking mixed and blew up off of that shit, bro. And that is a banger, dog.
Yeah, I like that. I really do.
I fucking love that. So when I heard that shit, I was like, this shit's so raw. Like, that just pushed the paradigm of things, because now where you got people thinking, my shit gotta be polished. You get those cats like, man, I can't put out no music until Yeah,
it's mixed like it's mixed
and mastered.
Down. Yeah.
He just showed you it's a different way. If the song hot, the kids don't give a fuck.
Right.
It's mixed and mastered.
He was screaming into the mic. He put his like, man, they should destroy to put that shit out there.
That gives me hope. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm the type, I'm meticulous and I love mixing and mastering all my shit, and my shit gotta sound pristine because I'm from that era of the late '90s, the early '90s of hearing shit.
Where the standards,
the standards. You know what I'm saying? Without social media, so. Being 30, I'm kind of like you always say, I'm the old man. I embrace that because like, that was an amazing time. I love that. I remember I get fucking giddy when I hear those songs again, and I listen because I remember where I was at and what I was doing when those things were happening, and I'm just like I want to create those feelings for the next generation. So it's just like I had to take these steps from the new people and apply that to the old ways and create a new wave with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that's just amazing thing to me, bro. Like I love where music is at. I kind of hate where the content is at now, but I love the liberation. I love the freedom and the liberation.
The free market aspect.
Yeah, because it's like shit. You have to go and pay. Like, bro, we go to Hollywood. I hit up the record plan. Them niggas talking about for 12 hours, just $2,200. I'm like, shit. I got it, but I'm not about to spend it on 12 hours right now. And I put that money into investing into the equipment. Doing it myself that way when I wake up and I got an idea, I can do that shit anytime I want. You know what I'm saying? And there's some millions of kids out there like that. So this shit is amazing, man. We're in some amazing times, bro.
We definitely are. Especially just with like, I mean, shit. Right? I really like how much fucking like podcasts are really fucking like my girl, my fucking girl is like, how do you listen to that shit all like? She's like, how do you just listen to people talk all day? I'm like, shit, I guess because I like to do it. I'm like, I can really like. I love, like, as much as I hate going to Phoenix, just like that boring ass drive on the 10.
Podcasts help you.
Nigga, them hour long, 2 hour podcasts, like that shit be killing time, bro. Like,
you learning so much.
You feel me?
Yeah,
like,
man, my homies in Detroit.
And it's just like perspective.
To, From Scratch podcast and Shop Talk podcast as well as Unsavory Antics in Detroit.
What up, though?
Yeah.
What up, though?
What up, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, the podcast, like, we in LA, dog. The traffic is stupid, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Those podcasts help me take my mind off going on this motherfucker that's doing 2 miles per hour in front of me, missing the lights and all this other shit. I'm sitting here, and it's subjects and topics that I can listen to. It's like when black people are screaming at the screen in a horror flick.
Yeah.
You just like, no, motherfucker, don't go in there.
Right.
I'm doing the same thing with podcasts. Like, no, nigga, that's not the real year. You telling the wrong fact. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's amazing, dog. Like,
that's the mark of a good podcast. That's the mark of a good podcast.
Yeah.
If a podcast can really have you to be like, that's not true.
It keeps us connected, man.
Keeps you very connected. Like, I'm having a conversation with these people. That means it's like, oh.
And that's why, like, I'm like, I'm wondering like how far podcasts are gonna go because like what you say, like with the connection of people, it just like makes me think back to like 2008 and 2009 when I first started realizing, just as a fan, that I was gravitating to personalities, just as much as I was gravitating to the music. Like when Meek first dropped, I wasn't fucking with him. But I heard his verse on Ambition, it was tight. Then I watched the video of the nigga riding dirt bikes, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's a cool thing that DC3 is dropping next week. I'm definitely going to download it now. The nigga ride dirt bikes, I do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I first heard him on one of them Ross mixtapes, I forgot that. It was one of them joints from like 2009. I was like, who the fuck is this nigga, dog? It was the energy. You really drew me into the shit. Yeah. And then you see like the vlogs and like I'm on YouTube watching the same videos of cats in the studio. I was watching Pharrell making he was with 702 making Star and I Still Love You. That shit was amazing, bro. He was there's some other footage of him in
Takes
there.
you back to time, bro.
He in there with Justin Timberlake making Justified. And it's just hours and hours of footage. Just Kanye working on Late Registration. Like I remember when that dropped.
Right.
When it was MTV2. It was summer 05, bro. Like I look back at it like we had earpieces with the cord and niggas had fucking cell phones. Yeah, niggas didn't even had color screens with the text messaging and shit.
You feel me?
And 2 ways. And I'm looking like we've come a long way with technology and seeing things like I'm looking like this was only 12 years ago. This footage look old as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Ancient, yeah.
But it's still amazing to see it, and I use them as inspiration and as well as podcasts. Like I've been slacking this last week on my podcast. I done missed like 8 episodes, bro. I'm behind on drink champs.
Bro, it's so easy it is so easy to fucking to fucking like just miss them shits.
Yeah.
Like, cause especially niggas is dropping content like
Nah, they
like
come in
every day.
every day,
like
bro.
like the
It's an
Jalen
oversaturated
and
market, though.
like the
You
Jalen
gotta
and
admit,
Jacoby
like-
Yeah,
show.
but it's only certain. Like this goes to the personality
Podcast
thing.
is actually really
Only
getting
a certain
oversaturated
amount of
over-
people
over-
can actually do it and have the fan base to draw them in. Like,
Right.
yo, this
I mean,
shit is actually.
they already have platforms to begin with. Like, people already knew who Noriega was, though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the people like us that are just doing it on a smaller scale that
Yeah.
not too many people know. You
And
know
we're
what
doing
I'm
it to
saying?
build.
Yeah, and we doing it
Yeah.
to build, and it's
Right.
like this shit just crisscrossing regions.
And
like,
niggas been doing this shit like it ain't like motherfuckers is like I don't really know anybody that's on a podcast that's just like popped overnight like the Jalen and Jacoby shit. Like I've been on that for 3-4 years.
Yeah,
Like
and that had to grow.
I remember when them niggas was on YouTube dropping videos and shit. Now these niggas is on ESPN and it's like syndicated for
Even, like,
ESPN
you know,
radio
Even,
and shit. You know,
Yeah, heck, even like, my favorite podcast, Brilliant Idiots.
Right.
Man of God.
bro, you
They-
niggas just that joint.
You
yeah,
feel
heck,
me?
They started around like, and they started off of a win. They started off of a hobby, and they had to grow. So,
right?
So that gives me, hope knowing like, oh shit, the opportunity is out here. And then just listen to Charlamagne, and he said, you want to be in radio? You want to start your own podcast?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's he really gave the jewels of just like, yo, like, I know I own my content. If no one wants to publish my book, I'll self-publish my own book.
All
You
right.
feel me? Like, you can't take my podcast away. You can't take my Twitter away.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they want to kick me off radio, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take my Twitter away. And for the fact that I've amassed so much of a following and kept that, I know for a fact that, like, just like all these YouTubers, like these famous ass YouTubers, they started 7 years ago when YouTube was in its infancy, and look now, like,
I just heard
you're reaping the benefits of your labor
Mm-hmm.
that you put in. So that's why like, that's why I used to feel this thing like, damn, like, I'm just gonna look like one of these other, flimsy ass podcast niggas, cause even like, I'm seeing everyday people with regular jobs have podcasts. I'm seeing people following me, other podcasts following me, and I'm just like, you know what, man? Like, it's not the fact that the market is getting oversaturated. You just have to be consistent. You have to keep at that shit.
Right.
Because even at the time when Charlamagne and Andrew started it, the market was actually very relatively like no one had podcasts, bro. Because everyone was just like, why am I gonna just go listen to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, where is it at? How's Apple's iTunes sending it up? They were still putting it. They were all putting it on SoundCloud, and SoundCloud was still a very unfamiliar source.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
I
people
was definitely on SoundCloud when it first started.
yeah.
Like,
So people were just saying like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go to the radio. But then when they saw like, oh man, radio has its confines, and they saw a podcast, it's like, no.
Yeah.
So no one controls y'all content. Y'all can say what the fuck.
Say
y'all
whatever the
want.
fuck
Say
you
what-
want.
Y'all can
you
cuss.
can say what the fuck you want
Yeah,
on
like,
a podcast.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can say what you want. If you posted this on YouTube,
Yeah.
and you just posted this on SoundCloud, and SoundCloud doesn't care. Oh fuck yeah!
It's breaking the constraints.
yeah,
of
I'm actually gonna listen to
restrictions,
y'all.
you know what I'm saying?
So when they saw it, it's like, yo, there's a market for this, and they were, and they're one of the lucky few to really just start building on top of it early. That just showed that it's just like, that shit shows that like, yo, like, there's opportunity, and you want to know why? Because there were podcasts that started around the same time where the market was pretty bare and open, and they're not around. There's podcasts that started around the same time some of our favorite podcasts are, and they fucking flamed out. They're like, yo, what's this person? No, we just shut down our podcast.
Right.
Because nobody was listening. You have to be consistent and true to your content. Be
along with that,
consistent
you have to
and
be
go.
somebody that people
Yeah, you gotta
respect and
Yeah.
want to hear something from.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
You gotta have a good personality. Like
You really do.
you said, Brilliant Idiots started in 2010.
Yeah, it started like I remember
Jack
like
and all them, like,
2010,
they started in
2011.
See, I wasn't even up on podcasts. I just started listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been up on them for the last 3 years.
I started listening to
I
podcasts.
started listening in 2015.
Yeah, I started really getting up on like getting up on the Brilliant Idiots podcast when I didn't even know it was a podcast. I just saw YouTube videos.
That's what, and that's
yeah.
what I seen like with Jalen and Jacoby, like
It was YouTube
back when it
videos
was
every time,
Jalen
like,
and
oh,
Bill
shit, like, they're
Simmons.
recording this
Didn't know it was a podcast.
and videoing this. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know about that shit. And then it was just like, damn.
Guys, let's talk about one more thing before we get out, because we already at an hour.
Recording this.
For Sugar Dale.
Okay, cool. the motherfucking West, NBA. In the East. Let's talk about the NBA for just a quick like.
Bro, there's been so much shit
have y'all seen?
happened.
Have y'all seen what's going on in the NBA? You seen what's going on in the
There's so much
NBA?
going
I'm
on.
gonna be honest. I haven't really been paying.
Yeah,
I haven't watched this
Word.
whole season
But I know it's entertaining as fuck.
It's
though.
crazy.
It's entertaining as fuck right now. I want to do it.
Yeah.
Like I just like just looking from afar and just keeping up on social media, and for the fact that I have to, there's some of my other writing contemporaries, especially the ones in sports and media, are just like, bro, like there's a lot.
It's
like,
crazy.
They eating right now. They eating right now to my brothers.
Yeah, but so they throwing out money left and right.
Exactly. They
So I'm
throwing
just
out
like, yo,
hella cash.
Young, like Jeezy said, fuck that shit. Young nigga
You
get
get paid.
I ain't
You
mad
feel
at
me,
it, dog,
nigga?
but, yo,
You
I don't
feel
be
me,
mad when a
nigga?
nigga be like, man, I'm about to go to college for 1 year and I'm getting the fuck out and
You
going
feel
into
me,
the
nigga?
to league.
Get-
Nigga, you in college, you broke as shit, dog. You got a family to take care of, nigga.
Eating ramen
Get
and
that
shit.
motherfucking money, my dog.
Yeah.
So I ain't pissed at none of these niggas that's getting, like they was talking about on Brilliant Idiots earlier, like a nigga that's he unknown as fuck. Like I forgot who he played for.
Oh, you
He's
talking about?
nigga making like 145. He next to like Steph making 200 something. Andrew Schultz is like, yo, it's like who the fuck is this guy? He's like, if I was Steph, I'd be pissed. Like I'm making 220 million, and this fucking nobody's making 145 million, and I'm just like, shit. Can you hate on that dog?
Yeah.
If
Right.
They giving that bread out. Take them motherfucking checks,
They giving
dog.
out that
Take them
paper.
deals. Work your ass off in the off season. Cause most of these niggas just playing just to play.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know what
Most
I'm saying? They
of
not
niggas
really
just-
playing to win no chips.
Yeah,
Let's
bro.
be honest.
They just collecting checks.
Peace to
it's
Melo.
been- yeah.
And that's what.
Oh my God.
Peace to
man.
Hey,
Melo.
bro, like
Peace
seriously,
to my
come on
nigga
now,
Melo.
dog. Like, come on now, like.
Melo ain't gonna never get a ring.
Nah.
Hey, bro, like somebody, like some
Or
of these,
Chris Paul.
yeah, heck yes, some of these bitter ass women are gonna get rings before them niggas do.
You feel me?
Shit, that's real shit.
That's
Not even
real
a hate on,
shit.
but it's just like, yeah, we gotta be real with ourselves. And
No, yeah, that's why like
ever
that's
since Kobe retired, bro,
Yeah.
I'm a diehard Kobe fan. So I'm talking about since '96 when that nigga took Brandy to fucking prime. I remember I still got the rookie card in mint condition at the crib. They out there tripping, man. That's the LA traffic.
Out here,
for
the
you.
city. It's the motherfucking city.
That's
nigga.
the LA traffic for you,
That's the
dog.
motherfucking city.
In
guys.
K-Town.
You feel me? It's
But,
K-Town,
black
nigga.
gentrification of K-Town.
But yeah, man.
Shit.
I'm a diehard Kobe fan. So I wanted to go to the game so bad last year, but I watched it and I just remember hearing all my neighbors watching it too. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like that shit was just a monumental thing. And after that, I was like, I don't need to see no more, dog. I'm like, you got LeBron. I love LeBron. Like, I'm not a LeBron hater. I'm not a KD hater. I love all them niggas. 'Cause
Right.
they young black men living out their dreams.
I'm a LeBron hater, but I do
making
feel you.
money. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at.
Yeah, that's why you can't be mad at a fucking everyone right now is very pissed off
Yeah.
that just a couple of days after Steph got his 201 million. No defense. James Harden got 228 million. This nigga gonna make 57 million a year for the next 4 years. On top of the money, because he has 2 years left on his current contract.
Because this
Just like you
nigga
said,
led
I'm
them
not mad
niggas.
at it.
Billionaire
I'm not
motherfuckers
mad.
is giving out them checks, dog.
Yeah,
Get
like,
that shit,
you know?
and do it for the league of niggas that was making the 100,000s. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The niggas who had to have the niggas who had to have jobs
the
during the
niggas,
off season.
yeah, the niggas that was balling their life away, dog. That was playing the best basketball in the best eras ever. That wasn't making no fucking. I'm making 200 and something million. Them niggas like, what, dog? I was lucky to make 200 and something thousand, bro. Like
that was a
nigga,
big
you know what I'm
contract.
saying? And I was
You
playing
feel
on the
me?
same squad as Jordan, nigga. What you
You feel
complaining
me?
about? So it's just like, man, I ain't mad because baseball getting all the fucking bread, dog. You know what I'm
All the cash,
saying?
nigga.
Them niggas don't have no salary,
salary
cap. And I'm just like,
Them
shit,
niggas
yeah, it's
is
America's
out here
sport, but
getting
nigga,
cash,
Yeah,
I'm
nigga.
like,
Nigga,
basketball is America's sport,
My
dog.
nigga, like Mike Trout is Mike Trout is literally in the talk of having a fucking lifetime contract with the Angels, my nigga. And this
Bro.
nigga is 24. This nigga is like 24, 25.
Bro, if
This
you
nigga has-
if you have the brown complexion, dog, and you play a sport, dog, I don't give a fuck what it is. If
better
you
get-
in chess and you the fucking Bobby Fischer of this generation, my nigga,
Get
they
that
talking about paying you
cash,
millions.
nigga.
they
Nigga,
take
get that shit. That's why I'm not mad at LeVar Ball, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Hell
he's,
no.
He's the fucking like. I'm not the biggest fans of his sons because I haven't seen them fully play. Like I haven't seen a full game from none of them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
alright.
But LeVar Ball is the fucking father of the year, dog.
He really is.
I
For
never
him to-
played. I never played basketball. My dad, let alone a nigga, take me to a WWE event,
You
and I'm in
feel
a
me?
ring
You
watching him be a
feel me?
goofball.
Beat that nigga up.
You know what I'm saying? My dad wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So
Like,
I'm
what
like,
the fuck, nigga?
yeah, and this is what America doesn't understand, bro. being a black man in America is tough as it is. Being a black father that's respected, that's even tougher.
Right.
Because your kids look up to you. Your family and your wife, you know what I'm saying, they look up to you. You the provider. You are the man in the house. You the end all be all. Your word goes. As a black man, we are naturally aggressive because of the environment that we grew up in and shit. So when I was reading about what he, you know what I'm saying, how his sons respect him and how, you know, all he got to do is just raise his voice. And once they hear his voice, he ain't got to raise his voice. Once they hear his voice, they in line.
Right.
Nigga, that's what a father's supposed to do.
You feel
Especially
me,
when
my
you're
nigga?
a black father, nigga.
You
My
feel
uncle
me?
is my father figure. Shit, when my uncle be on my head about some things, I'm a 30-year-old man. I still, yes, sir. I
You feel
still
me?
straighten up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the dude that raised me
Right.
and showed me how to be a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of us perfect. We all gonna be on some other shit that people don't agree with.
Right.
But at the same time, this man fucking got his sons to be nationally known.
Nationally and
Bro, he
all of them niggas.
Bro, he literally
Credit their own fucking business.
You
he
nigga
fucking
got their
willed
own
his
shoe.
son.
Yeah, niggas like, man, I ain't paying $500. You pay $500 for these ugly ass fucking Givenchy shoes
Now.
that you can barely walk in without twisting your ankle. Them shits are like knockoff Times. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be out here spending $800 on shit that don't have no value, and you mad at this man for charging you $500 for some fucking shoes
that he believes in.
that he believes in. It's gonna be great. They just like the fucking Kobe 10s.
Exactly what they look like.
You know what I'm saying? And I can't afford them now, but if I could, I'd buy some. And ball it, I'll buy some of them
And the thing
Stephs.
about-
The Under Armours, look at them bitches ugly. I'm like, but can you ball in them, nigga?
You
That's
feel
all
me?
that matters. What do you give a fuck? Y'all
Can
niggas
you
always think
ball
about
in 'em,
fashion.
nigga?
Can you hoop in them motherfuckers? They
You feel
create
me?
so you won't fuck your legs up, nigga.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
Ankle support. Just
Yeah.
like, you know, but bruh, like, just like you said, as like a black father, like what really won me over to LeVar, because I even said it too. It's just I just even said it myself. It's like, you know, I'm just not feeling, you know, the whole imagery of the sports dad who's trying to relive, you know, for all intents and purposes, trying to relive his glory days or what it should have been his glory days.
I do hate those
Yeah.
dads that are
You know what I'm
living
saying?
vicariously
Yeah,
through their
like,
kids.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
'Cause
you know,
I seen an AAU documentary on that shit, and there was one
Yeah,
dude
you
that
know
was
what I'm saying?
pushing his
So-
son, and he was getting injured and shit. It was just like, dog, you drove him to this shit. But LeVar Ball is a different thing. Like, he got 3 chances for one.
But he will, you know what I'm saying? Like, but just to touch on it though, that it's just like, you know, that yes, I don't agree with some of his antics, and and then, you know, and some of the perceptions that he doesn't like that dad, but then come to find out he's okay with his sons balling out. He just wants them to have business. He just wants them, you know what I'm saying? He said like, yo, I know how these games work. And then when he said like, yo, like, you know, I worked hard, you know what I'm saying, because I worked hard to be living where I'm at, because y'all don't know about the area, but Chino Hills is actually a very nice area.
Oh, I know about Chino
Yeah.
Hills, bro.
Yeah.
I just seen that they had a fucking what's that? The car chase, the Range Rover and shit. Like I was
Yeah,
watching that
Chino
movie,
Hills like
bro.
Chino Hills is like, you know, the valley, you know what I'm saying, like really nice, you know what I'm saying, quaint. You know what I'm saying? If you have a good, nice job, you can afford it. It's not
That's
too
what my man
unattainable.
won that $1.5 billion Powerball last year.
Right?
Yeah,
So
Chino Hills, yeah.
So for the fact that he says like, yo, I had to work hard to get here, and I tell my son, it's just like, yo, like there's not too many of you around. So when that story of like, yo, like they stopped my son and they see random black kid up in Chino Hills and whatnot, that just really don't mean like, okay, yeah. So he's just not an asshat. He's not just some dude just talking. He's very appreciative of where he's at, and he knows what it took to get himself there. So he's just saying like so he said, my 3 boys, they gonna be something.
Right.
Like, you know, like my last name is Ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't know too much about his background, but for the fact that this man has the goal to say, I'm speaking into existence, my son's gonna be a fucking Laker.
Yeah, and they
My
got to
son-
carry on that
like,
name.
Yeah, like, you know, my
what
son's
I'm
gonna
saying?
be a fucking Laker. He
That's
was
cemented
saying
in.
that.
These antics are cemented in history. It changes the game of everything,
That's
not
what I'm
only
saying.
for
Like, I was just like,
the NBA, but for black men. Like, I'm not mad at these dudes. Like, it's time that black men as fathers step the fuck up, man, because our kids are the future. They either gonna shoot us like a fucking dog in the street, and we ain't gonna have no kids, or, you know what I'm saying, nothing against homosexuals. There's a lot of dudes that's out here lost. They gay. We losing our black men to either homosexuality or the prison system or motherfucking just death, just getting killed out here. Like, we see what the cops do to us. So we gotta be strapped, because it's like, the older they know, the older we get, niggas get lazy with it. You don't work out no more. You're not smart. You're not reading no more. They chopping us down while we young because they know that
The potential is here.
we are
Right.
fucking we're everything. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So it's just like shit. We gotta they outnumbering us. We gotta get rid of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm not mad at LeVar Ball for doing that shit because it's the same rich white yuppie families that's businessmen that's talking that's just fucking like I don't even fucking talk to my son because they're a disgrace. They didn't carry on the family business. They talk worse than LeVar Ball about their kids and Indians and African parents and parents of all fucking nations, nationalities and races that are doing the same thing that LeVar Ball does to his sons. Like I'm preparing them for the world. The world is an ugly place.
It's an ugly
that
place.
we live
Talking
in,
to me, bro.
especially for a black man.
It's an ugly place.
You know,
Yeah.
you know,
Exactly.
bro.
I'm African, so it's just like,
You know,
yeah.
so
So that's why it's just like, you know, like that's why it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Because I have the American mentality and just being like, you know, conditioned by Americans semantics and media, you know what I'm saying? It does look bad. Just like I said, it does look bad to sports dad, but then just to say like, oh, there's a motive behind it. There's a reason behind
gotta
it.
get it how you live,
Yeah,
dog.
you gotta get it how
Shit.
you live. So for the fact that it's just like, yo, it's just astounding. Like, bro, seriously, like seriously, when I saw, like, when I literally found myself, I said, yo, I'm tuning in to the draft, which I don't give a fucking, I mean, like, which I don't care about, but I'm literally tuning in just to see Lonzo
Just
Ball
see this
get
nigga
called.
go to the Lakers.
So for the fact that I'm just like, this man literally, like, he's the epitome of speaking things into fucking
He got that
existence.
shit done, bro.
He's literally about like, yo, your thoughts will become things.
You-
And he said like, my son's gonna be a fucking Laker.
Yeah, bro.
All my kids are gonna go to USC.
I'm a witness and a
His-
believer in that shit.
Yeah,
'Cause,
his-
it got me out here, bro.
Yeah,
Right.
Heck yeah. Really know your story.
The shit
So-
I had to go through to get out here, man. I applaud that man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And he was
so-
already here.
Yeah. So for the fact that this man is saying like, you know, they're already talking about like all three sons on the Lakers squad. I'm not like, you know, I learned my lesson. Don't doubt.
I want to see that shit happen,
Yeah,
bro.
like don't doubt LeBron. Like, you know, like don't doubt LeVar Ball. It may not happen, but by the same time, it's so exciting for me to just see like, bro, what the fuck? What if we have fucking three brothers on the fucking Lakers squad?
And then to
That
add
would
to
be
that,
crazy.
another black dad that's, you know what I'm saying, the man, fucking Ice Cube created his own basketball league.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
he
Like,
said like, yeah, like fuck this
And
shit.
that
bro.
shit
Yeah.
hard too, my
That
nigga.
shit
Like
hard,
this
bro.
nigga Catino Mobley was balling last
bro,
night.
that nigga got the sword, he got the all white beard.
You
nigga
feel me,
still out
my
here
nigga?
ball-
Like Catino was out here balling
And
last
it's like,
night,
you can't,
bro.
You can't cut these dudes short or none of that shit, man. And even to go back to the West of, you know what I'm saying, the Western Conference. The Western Conference stacked. I'm not
So fucking stacked.
I'm not mad at KD going to Golden State
Nah.
for the ring.
Nah, I'm not mad at that.
Get that ring, dog. He probably knew, like, man, I ain't about to get this shit with Russ. Like,
The way the landscape is, you have to adjust.
Yeah,
you have
like-
to adjust and adjust.
I'm not mad at that either. I'm
Yeah.
definitely
So
not.
that's why it's just like when people saying like, oh, all these overinflated ass dudes getting money, I'm just like, bro, you gotta really think about it. Like you know, James Harden, I forgot how, I know he's reaching 30. So I'm saying to myself, it's like, bro, like this is a businessman. Like he wants to
they
get the
young,
ring.
bro. These niggas are young. Even if they 35, 38, bro, you're young.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
fucking
saying. It's just
black,
like-
and you're rich, nigga. Dog.
You're rich beyond like.
There's cats that'll never see that shit. For the ones that's getting it, dog, that is an inspiration.
It
Yeah,
really
we might not
is.
like they antics because I can't stand Swaggy P.
Yeah,
But shit, you know
he's
what
a
I'm saying?
fucking man child.
He get that bread.
Yeah, he
do
getting
it.
buckets.
He get them buckets. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do, dog. Get your money, cause when you look at it, like, dog, half of these guys when they lose their money, man, or they get out the league, they get injured or something, bro. They don't have shit to fall back on. It's like
It's sad.
it's like
Who was that fucking NBA
Friday
player?
Night Lights. Remember him, Booby Miles?
Oh yeah, bro.
This all I know. After he injured himself, all he knew was football. So the nigga
Right.
ended up working at a fucking gas station or something like that in his hometown, bro. You gotta
was
think about
sad.
it. It's a lot of cats that may not ever get a fucking ring, may not ever touch the court. Nigga may not even have a fucking Jeremy Lin year, bro. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta take care of your life, your family,
Yeah.
your fucking livelihood, your
Life
legacy.
don't care, bro.
Life don't give a
care about
fuck,
your broken
bro.
dreams, dog.
You
That
have
shit gotta
to.
cut.
So if they getting all this money, man, get that shit, dog. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's-
mad at it.
yeah, I'm not mad at it, bro. Like,
Get the cash.
Get that cash.
Get the
dog.
cash. And with that, we're gonna end it.
yeah,
We're gonna end it with get that cash.
Yeah.
that cash, bro.
Hey,
Get paid, nigga get paid.
you feel
Shit,
me?
young nigga.
You
Yeah.
feel,
nigga,
you
like-
feel me, man? First, I just want to like really just say thank you for you two niggas, like for you two niggas, you two brothers, you two brothers.
I appreciate it.
y'all
I appreciate
fucking
it,
falling through, bro. Definitely,
For sure,
man.
man.
Like,
I got to, man. I
You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah, you my guys. I'm listening.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I gotta get on this shit.
right.
I gotta
No,
holler at my dogs,
that's what I'm
man.
saying. And like, and when you'd hit me up the last time, like, bro, I'm trying to get on. I'm like, no doubt.
Yeah.
And then like once the J album dropped, I was like, oh, now I really gotta hit this nigga. Like, that's what I'm saying. And like when you'd hit me up, I'd hit up Tristan. To get on, and then when you hit me up, that's when I was like, well, shit, hell yeah, follow on through, because I'm already me and Tristan already about to lock in. But anyways, yeah, guys, throw out your socials and shit, and
yeah, man. My IG is I am Tristan Knight. My Twitter is Tristan Knight, no M. Facebook Tristan Knight, like TristanKnightMusic.com.
True.
You know, just Google Tristan Knight. I'm nowhere, but I'm everywhere. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm everywhere.
True.
Yeah. And I'm working on my album that I'll be dropping in the fall, probably the early winter. I'm shooting for the fall. I'm
True.
giving it a fall feel. It's gonna be like the Detroit underworld, like just the shit that I've seen, man. It's
True.
Dope. Yeah, it's called One Shot Kill. So look out for that.
All right.
True.
Yeah.
One shot kill. I like it.
Yeah, so then, this is Prince Hakim, Zamunda's finest, Jackson Heights' very own, the Wakandan lost child, everything, everything above. What else I call myself? Zamunda's finest, King Joffrey's son.
King.
I'm mad he got a whole spiel with a
No,
tag.
I gotta get my tags.
Yeah, I got it.
Heck yeah, like King Joffrey's son. You know what I'm saying? And you can find me at Zamunda's Finest on Instagram, ZUMUNDAS Finest, Zamunda's Finest, and on Twitter it's just Prince Hakim. And then you can check out my highlight reel, just a little highlight reel that I made. It's a compilation of some of my more recent works in terms of red carpet corresponding and displaying my capabilities as a personality. You can find it at Prince. You can find it at on YouTube, Prince Hakim. Just Prince Hakim video reel. That's what you gotta type in. And
Bro, is it Hakim or Hakim?
I say Hakim.
With an H.
Yeah, with the H.
Okay, cool. All right. Cool.
Someone did like.
Cool.
Yeah, heck yeah. Someone did inform me that it's like Hakim, but I was just like, nah, I like Hakim.
Yeah, I was wondering because I was like, because when
I've
I was
seen both before. So.
Yeah, I was
And it's
wondering.
Prince Hakim as in like Prince HAKIM. It's not.
K-I-M.
Like,
Okay, cool.
I like Hakeem.
Yeah.
Elijah.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Cool.
So yeah, man, like and I actually got to get better at my my drop and everything because I forgot just two names. Like I go by Zamunda's Finest, the Wakandan Lost Child, Jackson Heights' very own, and I'm forgetting, like there's another one referencing Zamunda, and another one referencing something comic booky.
Shit, that's too many goddamn.
Yeah, you had to drop that down to like a solid 3, bro. Like a solid 2
it
or
is
3. I'm thinking
Tristan Knight.
You feel
Tristan
me?
Knight across
Like
the board. That was another reason I had to change and just make sure everything was simple. Because people,
I take it off the
like,
same,
nah.
I took it off the same vein of like Charlamagne. He called himself the aggravator, the prince of pissing people off, the aggravator of isolation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll be honest. I couldn't stand when I heard him saying all that shit too. Like,
oh really?
You're still Charlamagne, bro. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
like, I'm not
everybody
trying to hear all. Like, I don't want to hear all your fucking tag
All right,
Charlamagne.
well, thanks.
But I mean, you do you,
No,
do
yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
do
He
you,
said
my
it. We
nigga.
just
Like, who the fuck
make it
am
easy
I?
for
You do what you want to do, my G.
It's a great conversation,
Dude,
so,
yeah.
Even over BET weekend, and we could talk about that probably next time. But then, like when I was talking, when I literally just I was talking to people. I didn't even give them my government name because they, I literally looked at it. I was like, oh, this is my space to really cultivate myself. I need to start believing in the name. I call myself this for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like my life is like royalty. I feel like royalty. And, I am Prince Hakim. So I would literally introduce myself, Prince Hakim. Everybody, people, other media correspondents like, Prince Hakim, like, it would be a great conversation. So it's like, why in the hell you call yourself Prince Hakim? It's like, my government last name does mean King of the Goodlands. So I think it would be appropriate if my name matches my life.
True shit.
You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, and off of that, I've gotten business cards, I'm getting cards saying, like, hey, take down my contact. That you have a very interesting story. That's a great way to introduce yourself.
Definitely.
So that's what I'm saying. It's just like that's what I'm saying. Like presentation, just like you said. You had to change your name to TK. You know what I'm saying? Like Tristan Knight. It really does mean a lot. It's your business. It's your calling card.
It's just real.
It's just real.
Ladies and gentlemen, take heed to that.
Take heed.
Take pride in your name.
And we're gonna be out of here. Oh shit! And you can find me IG, motherfucking the Heavy Kid. Twitter, Jack_Canes, and that's about it, folk. Let's listen to some jams.
What up, though?